Hello and welcome to Festival of Pharma. Today I'm going to be sharing with you how to best utilize your platform to get the best networking experience and make the most of the event once you have activated your account. So a couple of things I'll be running through today is how to manage your availability. So when users book a meeting with you, they'll only select the times that you will be available. I will also be sharing how to network booking in meetings with individual users and also how you can invite additional team members to the meeting itself. How you can also book meetings on behalf of someone else on your team. I'll be also sharing how you can look to manage your diary in the most effective way. And then I'll be going into the exhibitor team portal, which means that this is an area where you can manage the productivity of all of your reps within the team itself. And finally, I can share how to best manage your sessions and how to watch the different sessions that's happening across the event. So first things first, when you first activate your account, you want to make sure that you manage your availability. So what you want to do is go into your profile tab and click into manage your availability. So from here, you can either mark the whole day as unavailable or available, or you can select individual time slots of when you'll become busy or available. So once you're happy with this, make sure you hit save. So that will be saved. Now, next I want to show you is the networking element. So there's a variety of different ways you can book meetings and network with users. First one is through our AI-powered recommendations area, which I'll show you now. And a little bit later, I'll show you how to search through a manual list of attendees or reps. So under my recommendations, this is the area that's powered by AI. So what that means is based on your profile data that you have filled out, but also your interaction data. And what I mean interaction is when you express interest or skip on profiles. This will help our AI generate more accurate profiles once you do more interacting and as the event goes on. So we highly recommend that you would just start to view people's profiles and begin to either show interest or skip on them. So what I want to do is I'm just going to show interest on a couple of profiles here, but also skip on a few profiles as well. And I'll show you where they will be saved if you wanted to undo any of those at a later time. So next, I want to book a meeting. So of course, you can already go ahead and request a meeting directly from here. So as you can see, there's a variety of different fields that needs to be completed. So at the moment, I am going to book a meeting with a test user, just so I'm not booking a meeting with anyone on the platform just yet. So I'm going to find a user and I am going to go ahead and book a meeting. So you remember that the date and the time, as I mentioned previously, will be populated based on your own availability calendar and your schedule that you decide. So please do make sure that you set that straight away. And then you go ahead and select the time and date that you're both available, put in the meeting location, which will be meeting room, and add in a personal message. So we always recommend to add in as bespoke of a message as you possibly can, because you get a much higher response rate or acceptance rate, as you see. So hi, Linda. I'd like to organize a meeting to I'm sure you can also be a little bit more imaginative with that message, but just please make sure it is as bespoke as you can possibly make it to be. Hit send. So once that meeting has sent, what you'll also be able to see now is the ability to add additional team members to this meeting itself. So it's really important to know that you need to send the initial invite first, and then you can add more people to it. So for this purpose, I want to go ahead and invite another colleague. So as you search for the name, all of the users will show up. I want to go ahead and find another person of interest that I want to invite as well. So go ahead, click invite, and wait for a couple of seconds, and that invite will be updated. And so you'll be able to see everyone that has been invited in here, well, on this page directly. And also this will be collated in your own personal calendars as well. So I'm just going to go back, click into my schedule, and all of the meetings and the sessions, you've bookmarked within the event itself, it will all be collated here. So there's a couple of things you can also do here, which is you can see that the message has been sent. And when you click onto these profiles, you can go into their profiles directly. Or you can go ahead and reschedule this meeting altogether. But for whatever reason, if you wanted to cancel that meeting, you also have the ability to do so within here as well. So next, I'm going to show you how you can book a meeting on behalf of your colleagues. So I'm just going to hop into the exhibitor portal, which is on the top corner here as I'm circling. And the first thing that it lands on is actually the meetings tab here. So you want to go ahead, create meeting, select the rep or any of your team members that you feel you want to book a meeting for. I want to select a meeting with Angela, and make sure you know the guests as well. So as you search for them, you'll be able to see their name, and again, their time, the date and the time of their availability will also be pulled through. So go ahead, request that meeting, and that is how you request a meeting or book a meeting for your colleagues' behalf. So next, I want to show you how you can book meetings or search through a list of users if you wanted to manually search through the list of users and not use the AI technology there. So you want to go through, there's a variety of different lists on the side here. So if you want to say, I want to search for a list of visitors, you can see the visitors alphabetically, but also you can filter them by their job title as well. This is really useful if you're targeting a specific level of users. So go ahead and feel free to filter this any way that you want to see fit. You can scroll through these filters or search for the filters here. So for example, I want to find business development users. So it surfaces a whole list of business development job titles for you to filter. I'm going to click cancel, and you can go ahead, of course, request the meeting from here as well. So next is the Teams portal. So I mentioned very briefly that this area is an area that you can manage the productivity of all of your team members. So I've gone through the meeting. So next is a smart calendar. So for smart calendar, what you need to remember is a really useful tool that you can share with your leads, any of your clients on the platform. So when you send that link to your lead, you can send them either this tiny URL link, or you can also go ahead and view that calendar on that button there. And when you're in it, your lead or your client will be able to see the specific user that they want to book a meeting with. So for example, they want to book a meeting with Chris, they go ahead and select the time that they want to book it with, and they will put in their email, their name, their company, personal message. And once they hit confirm, Chris will get a meeting request within their email as well, and also their event agenda. So this is something really, really important for you to know, is that the smart calendar is just a great way to get the invites out there within your email confirmations, and it sends an ICS file to your personal calendars as well. So I'm just going to go back. Next, I want to talk about inbound leads. So inbound leads is an area that all of your reps can see who that lead is and why they are that lead. So what qualifies as a lead is someone that has viewed, has a connection, has a meeting, or has expressed interest in yourself or any of your team members. So you can scroll through the different users here, and you can see why they are a lead. And you can, of course, go ahead and express interest or request a meeting for those leads. One thing to keep in mind is that this lead is dynamic to each individual user. So depending on any action that the individual user has taken, it might show a different lead list to your colleagues. So for example, I can only see 3 versus my colleague can see about 10. This is only because I've taken on certain actions when I am going through the networking element that I've shown earlier. So this list is dynamic. Next is the company chat. So on all of the exhibitors, you'll have there's a chat button, and when one of the leads or when someone lands on your company booth and they want to send a company a chat, they can go ahead and send an inquiry through. So for example, this user has sent in a chat and this could be any message. So any of the reps can be able to see this and reply on behalf of the company. All right, so next we've got company profile. So you're able to see quickly, the company information and make any amendments, a summary, a headline, or the name. But hopefully this should reflect exactly how you filled out on Docu. Finally, there's two items that you can export. One is the total accepted meetings at the event. Second is the contacts across the event and across your team as well. So as you can see, for privacy reasons, personal detail will not be provided on both of the exports unless that user has come through a smart calendar meeting or in-person badge scanning. Because of GDPR reasons, that is the only reason why the personal details will be shared. So finally, I will show you how to go ahead and bookmark certain sessions that you want to watch and add them to your diary. So what you want to do is go into the event agenda where all of the sessions are collated for you. And for you to actually watch a session, all you need to do is to click on this calendar button here. And once you click on it, it adds it to your schedule. So, and this is the only way for you to watch it, is you need to add it to your schedule first. Or you can also click into that session specifically and click on Add to Schedule from this button here. Perfect. And when, of course, when the timing is right, when the session is due to start, you'll be able to see the session itself. So, so that's something for you to be aware of. At the moment, you're just adding it to your schedule, but when the session is due to start, you'll be able to watch a session within this platform. So this is everything that I wanted to show you today. Hopefully you found it really useful. And if you've got any questions, please do feel free to reach out to the event organizer or your account manager that you've been communicating with. And I really hope that you'll enjoy this event.